When her declining mental health takes center stage, you need to bring color back to her decaying world. Meeting inventive new NPCs guides you closer to returning home, all while adding color to the dark world. Hello everyone and welcome to the Good Game Lobby review of Constance, a 2D hand-drawn Metroidvania platformer that is gorgeous, difficult, and one for Silksong fans alike. It's developed by BTF and published by Byte Rockers Games. Let's get into the story of Constance. When I first tried the demo for Constance, I didn't plan on diving too deep into the story and just wanted to play the game based on the visuals. It has great mechanics where your paintbrush is your weapon, but I didn't know much more than that. When you start the full game, you're actually outside of the game world and working on a project. The overwhelming anxiety of multiple people relying on you and constantly messaging and demanding of Constance becomes unbearable. She breaks, as we all do under immense pressure, and like a sci-fi movie, is transported into another world, one created by her long untreated mental health all within herself. Constance explores themes of burnout, mental health, emotional abuse, and trauma in a way that felt real and played well into the parts in between fighting bosses and painting the town red, so to speak. I don't want to go deeper than I have, but for those who have suffered these types of trauma, it's just a heads up of what you'll experience. Let's get into the gameplay, which for me was at times a hit or a miss. In Constance, like I mentioned earlier, you're given a main tool, which is your paintbrush. And as for all Metroidvanias, your abilities and upgrades all come at the exploration and upgrades you find in the labyrinth of Constance's world. Enemies grow in difficulty as you explore and have inventive ways to keep you guessing how to outmaneuver them. I recently played Silksong, and shortly after I played Ori and the Blind Forest, and seeing how much games of these types have improved in movement and fight styles is all here in Constance. It's easy to move around and explore and becomes easier as you collect items to buy upgrades. One of my favorites is you unlock a way of jumping into walls with paint to swim up slowly and climb to out-of-reach areas. Once I got the hang of it, I was gliding around areas. Fighting enemies, especially the robotic ones, all have these charming characteristics to them, especially when you unlock your down slash and jump. My only gripe with the game is the boss fights. Now they are difficult, as they are with most platforming Metroidvanias. Don't get me started on the judge from Silksong. It's all about patterns here, but what I didn't like was that at times it almost felt like I was a half second behind something hitting into me. I knew the pattern and would react as quickly as I could, but I still felt like I was off by a whole second. Granted, I do not claim to be the best video game player, but I'll address my concerns on the boss fights in my conclusions of the review, as it'll make more sense when I explain that. The puzzles you need to solve feel straightforward and didn't come off as too difficult, but though it's a Metroidvania, at times it felt linear in the way you were guided to certain areas. I think the game truly shines in the later half where the platforming becomes more difficult, but so damn rewarding when pulled off.